Guys!
Hello.
Why are you wearing matching shorts?
We are wearing matching
Two for
shorts.
Let's just do a spin play for the week on what we're doing this week. A lot of voxels work. I know Rob's going to do a lot of re-importing, a lot of fixing on some bits of stuff. Jack's also been fixing his levels, started getting imported as well. And then other than that, it's onto the Pride DLC.
It is, yeah. So we've 4 levels to go, so I'll be wrapping up this week. I think that's it.
Yeah, and then
Root Up as well. Root Up as well, yeah.
Root Up as well. Getting more Root Up levels finished. A little bit of everything. Not much.
Yeah, it's just nice to have a chill week for once in our lives, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm working on some more particle effects today. However, I'm working on particle effects for lowest old level, which is the volcano one. I'm trying to get that looking a bit more nice and tidy. I think it's come along pretty well. I'm actually working on some lava effects for the sort of lava river that Lower made. I sort of want a little burst of embers coming out of the water with a little ripple effect here. I think I've done it pretty well. I'm actually quite happy with it. I did have some help with Rob towards the end here, because I couldn't get the burst to line up with the ripple, but Rob knows a little bit extra stuff than I do, so he was able to help me out. And it looks pretty good. So I actually drew this little ripple here at the bottom in Procreate and just sort of overlaid it as a sprite here. I think that's what it's called. And it sort of just scales it and fades out over time. And this is obviously just some squares that make it look like ember fire, but I think it was Rob's idea to sort of make the fire a bit more square-like, so it's sort of a bit Minecrafty to match the sort of square look that the volcano level has, and I think it'll hopefully look pretty good in game. But using this sort of knowledge here to make the sort of burst fire, I'm going to actually make some fire effects to the medieval level as well, because there's actually a camp level, so I'm going to make some fire effects to that too.
Okay, so yeah, very, very busy day for me today. So I've been working on re-importing the volcano world, so Jack has gone ahead and fix all of the fixes that we needed to do, and basically split out an awful lot of stuff. So I'll see if I can show you some of the things. Fingers crossed it's all working and linked. I think I've got the wrong way, haven't I? I'm spinning it. There we go. Let's do a bird level, because they're quite simple. So one of the things that we wanted to do is to add a material that makes the eyes blink for the birds. And well, all the animals, because it's just a very animal heavy world, this one, so fingers crossed we should be able to get the, yeah, there we go. it's a bit of a silly material, but yeah, it does occasionally blink. It's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit too much for the birds maybe, but each animal has got different settings, so we can vary it a bit. But yeah, I've just been working on that. It's just an insane process to try and get everything imported. I'll quickly show you Unity to show you what's going on. So here's all of the unique materials we've got for the world. A lot of them are water based, because there's a lot of rivers in this one. So like the red, bus noise. So like the lava stuff. So this sort of like animated bobbly material. We've got some glass. That's just for the crash plane. There's some like window panes in that that we want to swap out for like transparent materials. We've got clouds to make the top of the volcano look really nice, and then we see we've got all of these eye materials for the various different eyes that we're going to use. But the worst thing is our current implementation for actually getting stuff in world. So it's really bad. We just need to do better. So to swap out a level, we first have to delete a level from the world, then you have to re-import it, and that means that you're going to have to set the position of where it actually appears in the world again. You have to set the level name again, and then there's not a guarantee that the materials are actually going to be the same, like same ordering, because we order them by number 1 should be the most popular colour available, just the same as Coloring Pixels, but that usually means that these number IDs change, and then it's just a bit awkward to find out which ones are the ones that we need to swap out. So I think for this one, I've noted down it's colour 7. There you go, cloud number right there. And yeah, it's just a matter of going through and playing every level to work out what these numbers are. It's just a bit awkward. It's a nightmare, but it's taken all day. Fingers crossed it's all good. I'm going to do QA pass now. This is Rambly. Let's go.
Okay, so far there's just been a couple of tasks for just getting Coloring Voxels updated. So for now it's on the website now as well. We've got it on the main page here, and if you click, it should take us through to the actual Coloring Voxels page. It's pretty similar to the actual layout of the Coloring Pixels one. I know this is not centered, but that's just because I've only got one
blog post on the website at the minute tagged for Coloring Voxels. This will get filled out and become centered as we fill in more information. As well as that, I've been scheduling the announcements for the broadcast as well. We're doing some Next Best broadcasting next week. If you look at the preview here, it will show the actual broadcast in the middle of the announcement as well. So that'll be quite handy. But the main broadcast will be on the actual main store page, and hopefully that'll help drive traffic to our store page on the Next Best. We'll find out next week.
Okay, so I'm having a lot more fun today working with the particle effects for the volcano level in Coloring Voxels. As you can see here, I'm actually working on the actual volcano effect itself. So I've overlaid quite a few particle effects, as you can see in the eruption thing here. I've got quite a lot of effects overlaying. Found quite a few tutorials help me out with this, and I'm still keeping the sort of voxel cubes as the main sort of art style for that level, as Laura's volcano level is quite cubic in design, so I thought the sort of cubic sort of volcano eruption was the way to go. So that's looking pretty good. I've sent that off to Rob. Hopefully it'll look pretty good in game. As of now, I'm working on a new suggestion by Rob, which was to work on some sparks for the crashed plane. And I'm still working on this. It's not done, but you can see here I've got some sort of spark effects going. It's still a bit rough around the edges, but we'll see how it looks a bit later on. I still want to fix up this glow. I don't like how long the glow lasts. I want it to be a bit more softer in design and a bit quicker. Right now I want it to be a bit more of a and then it goes away, rather than just a sort of soft fade out, as it lasts a bit too long. So I'm going to work on it a bit longer. However, my shift is coming to an end, so I may have to work on this tomorrow, but hopefully this won't take too much longer, and then that should be the last effect for eruption, and then I can go back to fixing up the medieval level.
Okay, so I've been working just trying to finish off this demo for Next Fest. So Jack did a lot of QA earlier today. He did a little He did a stream. He did a stream, basically QAing a bunch of levels. I think he completed it. So we took down notes on things that needed fixing, and there were 5 levels that needed fixing. This is just me taking notes on the various materials that we have to swap out and their IDs. And yeah, got all that re-imported, and it's all looking good. So we've got particle effects in. They seem to be working. So we've got 5 separate ones. The obvious one is the leaves. Is the leaves? There's leaves. Leaves coming out of the tree branches, and then there is some for the lava at the bottom. But it's just a matter of getting them all positioned correctly, so when you complete a layer, they actually appear in the right place. We've got an erupting volcano. We've got smoke for the plane. It's quite a lot, and hopefully it'll be quite enough. But it's just whenever the system at the moment is quite bad, as I've mentioned. Whenever you need to make a change to a level, you have to completely delete and re-import the entire level, which is just a nightmare. So all of these materials I have to link for the eyes and the gold and the water and things like that have to be relinked. The position of it needs to be reset in the world. It's a nightmare. And yeah, I just want to also say that I've added some disabled buttons to sort of show these that we're committing to doing 7 worlds for the launch. And yeah, I think you've seen most of them. Medieval, the one that Jack's been working on, is pretty much done. City and Dungeon, these are 2 that I started at home, and then Laura did do a bit of work on as well. Planetarium, this is just sort of, we want to do some stuff with space, lots of planets floating around as well, and I thought like a planetarium would be quite a nice word to sell it.
So yeah, today I finished up doing the QA testing for the Coloring Pixels Pride DLC. All in all, pretty good. This one had a couple of fixes on it, just I think because of the scale and the size of the colour count, but everything else was pretty straightforward. Only 5 minor fixes here and there, so very good job overall. And then for the rest of the day, it's just going to be Whoop. We're going on to the State Lines DLC. I've just finished up this Irish DLC, Irish level, sorry. Bit larger than I expected. I think it's got to put too much detail in it, but good learning point going on to the next one, which we're doing. A bit of a change from just state lines, sort of Manhattan neighbourhoods. So I'll put this level together and we'll see how that one goes.
Okay, so I've managed to do all the fixes for the Medieval DLC and the Volcano DLC, and I've actually jumped straight over to the Dungeon DLC, which Rob kindly started here, and it's looking really good. I've only managed to do 1 room so far this morning, but I think I've matched the theme to his stuff really well. So this is my level here, the sort of flooded, autumny looking room. I thought it would look nice to the sort of garden that Rob has made here, but obviously there's still a lot more to go. If I open the layers here, Rob has already sort of filled in all the matrices here, so it's a simple case for me just to go in and fill in all the rooms. However, I've decided that I want to sort of make it a bit more circular, so I think we're going to take off, where's the lava one? There we go. So it's going to be a bit more of this shape, so it's not too square, and I'm going to add actually some verticality to the bottom here, so there's going to be like dungeons and mines on the other side contrasting the top tower here that Rob's done. So it looked pretty good. Like I said now, it's not, well, so when you're done, but hopefully it won't take too long. As for now though, I'm going to quickly jump back over to actual Coloring Voxels here and QA the volcano level one more time, as Rob has implemented those fixes that I made, the particle effects, and some other tweaks that I made at the level. So fingers crossed it goes well.
So as far as I've been working through the Loop DLC, I've got 3 more levels pushed now. I'm working on the 4th level here, Singapore. Got the pins in place, but I'm going to take a quick break from finishing this up to over here, working on the switch. We have the Coloring Pixels build. We're taking turns sort of playtesting this just to make sure we can get through it all in time. Then we're going through the pets pack, so I'm going to take an hour's break from Loop and just do some more colouring on the switch.
Okay, so a hectic day today. Just trying to get the demo as good as can be for Monday's launch. I think there's probably going to be stuff I'm going to have to do over the weekend, to be honest. But we're in a state where we were happy sending it off to tiny teams, which is really good. That's the Yogscast Festival. We really wanted to apply for that one just because, like, completely coincidentally, the festival is actually the week that we are intending to launch. So we're launching on the 15th of August, just to coincide with the anniversary of Coloring Pixels. So 7 years later, Coloring Voxels. But I think I'm pretty sure that's the week that tiny teams are doing their thing. So fingers crossed we'll get that. It'd be really cool for people to try the demo before the launch. But regardless, we're doing Next Fest next week, and the build is pretty much done. So there are still some issues. I had a bit of text here to basically say there are more settings coming, I promise. And a bit of localization stuff. So I have made some progress with localization, but it's not great. So you can see that some of the characters here are missing. This character's missing here. Well, all the squares are missing. So it's our first time using Text Mesh Pro. So Text Mesh Pro. So yeah, we're having a bit of issue with it. We'll get there. The text seems really thin as well to me. I'm not sure if it's just because this is like super thick, but it does seem thin, doesn't it? So we've got some localization anyway. Some is better than none, but I'm going to have to get this working for Monday because the Steam Next Fest is a global event, so people from all over the world will be trying the demo, and we want it to appear. I don't know if there's another thing as well. I'm just complaining now, but like, you see there's like a square around the back of the text. I'm not quite sure what that is. Yeah, you see it there. I'll work it out. There's so many spiders. Have you seen how many spiders we've got in the office now? Absolutely mental.
One.
Oh, like...
oh god, I'm dusting it. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude.
Oh, these spiders getting
It's on my phone.
Why is it going crazy?
It's not even killed.
Jack was washing the spider webs.
Oh my gosh. Have we
Even worked out correctly.
have we moved the sofa? Because it's like it's not in shot anymore.
No, you just turn you on.
What?
There was a big gap here. Like, do you think it was this far up before? Move it back.
Guys, it's Friday. Pub Friday.
It's Friday. Yes. Yeah, it's been quite a busy week, but next week watch out for the Pride DLC of Coloring Pixels. That one was actually a surprisingly nice, easy one to do. And it should be Next Fest. It'll be the end of June Next Fest, right? See Next Fest? Yeah, it'll be the end.
It should still be available. Well, yeah.
A little bit longer, so check that out as well.
Yeah, obviously with the next festival, Coloring Voxels store page is live, so check it out, wishlist it, it's in the description with a link to the store page. Jeff got the right wishlist, but the word's there. But yeah, thank you for watching all the streams we've had on this week as well. Thanks for getting to the end of the video, and thank you, Jack.
Thank you. Hey, that's good. I'll take it. That's what I get thanks for.